Hey team, I wanted to make a video for you guys to kind of talk about your Facebook likes page and growing that audience, and then also growing your Instagram audience, and what I've been doing the last couple months to do that. And I've seen a lot of growth, and I've seen a lot of potential challengers from that and potential coaches from it as well. And so I know I talked to you guys a lot about how important these likes pages are and how important it is to kind of brand yourself and grow yourself on social media. And so I just wanted to share with you guys what I've been doing, and hopefully, you guys can start doing that, and it'll work for you as well. The first thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I'm going to share my screen with you, and that is what I'm using for Instagram to grow my growth there. And it's called Instagress. And it's been amazing for me as far as growing my audience on Instagram. And what it is it's just a platform for your Instagram account, to where you can target an audience based upon hashtags. And so what this program does is it likes photos for you, and it also comments on photos based upon the hashtags that you put in. And I have seen, I started this, I believe I started it sometime back in August. And so I only have 12 days remaining, and it's actually not very expensive. I did 90 days, and it only cost me $25 for 90 days, and that's pretty good. And so I have seen, I think whenever I started this, I think I had maybe around 600, 700 followers on Instagram, and the 90 days has not been up yet, and I'm at a little over 2,700 followers. Now, are all of those legit people that will turn into challengers and coaches? Probably not. I get a lot of men, but it's okay, because it doesn't matter. You could have 10,000 followers, but only 2,000 of those could be legit for you. And that's okay, because that's 2,000 more than what you would have had. And also, you guys know with Instagram that it's kind of like Facebook. Like, if you're following somebody and you look at their page and you see, somebody has commented on their picture, then you're going to click on them and see who they are. So that can work in your favor. You may not have a potential coach as a follower, but that person may have a follower that sees you on their Instagram account and could turn into a potential coach for you, and they start following you. So it's a lot like Facebook, where you're going to get kind of that snowball effect. And so I just wanted to talk to you guys really quickly about, kind of what it looks like. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this really quick just so you can see what it looks like. It's not hard to get set up. And like I said, I bought, you can go here for extra time packages and see, this is what I did. I did 90 days for $24.99. And guys, remember that all of this stuff are tax write-offs, because you can put this under your marketing expenses. And so within that time that I've done this, look at how many liked photos I've done and how many comments I've given out. I don't do follows or unfollows, because on Instagram, to really brand yourself as kind of being a public figure, you don't want you don't want people to see that you have 5,000 followers and you're following 6,000 people. You want it to be the other way around. You want to have 5,000 followers and maybe following 1,000 people. So I don't do follows and unfollows. I only do likes and comments. And I can't tell you, like, my phone blows up every day with notifications of people liking my photos. And then also after I've commented on a photo, then, you know, they'll comment back like, thanks, or, you know, whatever. And because of that, when you get that interaction through Instagram, you're not having to physically do it. A lot of those people start following you. And so you'll come down here, you'll go through all of, you know, the stuff up here, kind of how you want to do it. I usually leave the activity speed on fast. I don't really change any of this stuff. And then the comment section, they'll have some generic ones that are on here, and I kept most of them, but you can also add your own, and you can put in like what you want. And then pretty cool right here, they have a little emoji cheat sheet where if you want to put an emoji, it tells you what to use. And so, you know, I've done these sometimes with like the hearts and stuff like that. But anyway, so that's how you can add extra comments that you want. And then down here are your tags. And so you want to think about who is your target audience? You know, is it moms that, you know, have 2 or 3 kids based upon like how many kids you have? Is it, you know, stay-at-home moms? Is it working moms? Is it teachers? Is it college students? Whoever your target audience may be, because you want your target audience to relate to you. And, you know, I'm not going to pick up the, you know, 20-year-old college student because I'm not in college anymore. And I'm a full-time working mom, and that's who I want to target. And so if you look through some of my tags, I've got a lot of that stuff here. Some of these are very kind of broad, and I probably need to, you know, redo this from time to time because it gets a little generic for me. Like there's a ton of people who are going to put, you know, weight loss journey or, you know, mother, fit mom. If you do those hashtags on Instagram, you know that there's like millions of posts that go with those hashtags. But think about, you know, some of the stuff that you like. Like I have Lululemon on here because I love their workout gear. I have stuff that doesn't have anything to do with fitness. And I have Disney. I have Kendra Scott. I have Pottery Barn Kids, Hobby Lobby. Those are all places that I like to shop. And so I want to build my target audience based upon moms that also like to shop at those places. And so that's where your tags come from. And that's pretty much it. And then you just come up here and you hit start, and that's it. And it does it for you, which is really, really cool. And so if you guys have questions about Instagram, just let me know, and I can help you guys out with that. But as far as Instagram, that's really all I've done to build my following. And then now that I've started building that following, I'm making sure that I'm being extremely consistent on my posting. I'm posting anywhere from 3 to 5 times a day. And so, you know, that's really helped a lot. Okay. So let's look at the Facebook. So for Facebook, what I've done is I don't do a lot of boosting of my posts because I found in the past that doesn't really help. You know, if you kind of look here on some old stuff that I have, you know, I have a post here that I boosted, and, you know, it reached this many people and I spent $10 and I didn't get anything out of it. I didn't get any comments. And so I found that I don't like to spend a ton of money on, you know, boosting my posts. And so what I have done is I have focused specifically on, you know, running ads to just like my page. And I got this from another top coach. And sorry, the FedEx guy is here, so my dogs are going crazy. Hey. So anyways, what I have focused on is, hang on. Okay, sorry. So what I've focused on is specifically doing just liking my page. And if you have the funds to really focus on this every single month, you know, kind of make a budget for your marketing. And I do $150 a month. And I promote my page, my likes page, for $5 a day, and it's ongoing. And so that's what you can see right here. If I click on this campaign right here, this is the ad set for just promoting my page itself. Okay, and you'll notice how it says I started on September 14th, and I did ongoing. And I spend, like, the amount spent today is $1.23. So they charge me 14 cents for every time somebody likes my page. Okay. But you can see that since September 14th, my ad has reached 13,000, a little over 13,000 people, and I've gotten over 1,000 new likes. And because of that, I'm starting to see more interaction on my page. And that's what you're going to see. It's going to start slow, okay? Marketing works that way. It's one of the videos that I shared with you guys the other day, they talked about the marketing funnel, and it makes complete sense. You start with people becoming aware of who you are. So these 1,000 people that I've reached are now aware of who I am and that I'm on Facebook and I have a likes page, okay? From there, they're going to watch me over the next few months. And they're gonna see what I'm doing, they're gonna see what I'm posting, and that's why it's very important to stay consistent. You know, I'm gonna post anywhere from 5 to 6 times a day on my likes page, and I have to do that every single day because that's what they're gonna start seeing. I can't be consistent for 5 days and then drop off for 3 days, and then they're like, well, where did she go? That's when you're gonna get people to start seeing you as wishy-washy, and they aren't gonna follow you. So you're going to get those people to start, you know, following what you're doing. Then after they followed you for a couple months, now they're going to start getting comfortable with liking your posts, commenting on your posts, and they'll do that for a couple months. And then they're finally going to start to trust who you are as a person and who you are as a coach. And then they're going to reach out to you. So don't get discouraged when you first start your likes page and you start posting things and there's nothing. There's no likes, there's no comments. That's how it works. You know, think about if you started to like somebody on Facebook, you liked their page, you're not going to start commenting and messaging them from day one, right? You're going to take some time to watch them grow and see who they are, and do I really see myself working with this person? And then you would go from there. Well, your audience is going to do the same thing. So don't get discouraged whenever you know, you don't have a bunch of comments on a Coach Wanted ad. it's going to happen. But when you run that coach wanted ad every month, 2 or 3 times a month for 6 or 7 months, then you're going to start to see those people start responding. Okay. And so that's why I think it's more important to really just promote your page and get people to like it. And then when those people start to comment and they start to like your pictures or they share some pictures, then you start to see that snowball effect again, like with Instagram, where their friends start to see it and then they become aware of who you are and then they start liking your page. And so right now, a lot of my likes are paid likes. They're not organic. But if I continue this and stay consistent with it, the longer I do this, then the more organic likes I'm going to get. So, but that's kind of what I wanted to share with you guys on that. And another thing is always go through the ads manager when you're doing your Facebook stuff. So if I'm on my home screen, you're going to want to focus everything through your ads manager right here. For some reason, and I don't know why, but Facebook, whenever you just try to boost a post, you click on the boost post button, they don't share it as much and people don't see it as often. But when you go through the ads manager, I feel like that's when things start to work a little bit better. So the next thing that, I kind of wanted to show you guys, and really the last thing I wanted to talk about was how to build a lookalike audience for your ads. So now that you've got, people following you, you want to, create an ad that's specifically for a challenge group or a coach wanted ad or a glimpse into coaching group. And you want to target, the people that are very similar to people that already like your page. Okay. And so what you'll do is you'll go to the Power Editor. And from here, you'll be able to create an audience that's based upon the people that like your page. Because obviously, that's your target audience. So, and you don't want to, you don't ever want to, boost your posts for people that already like your page because they're already going to see it. So it's kind of pointless to spend your money that way. You want to boost your posts where it's going to hit people who don't already like your page and who don't know who you are. So you'll come to the Power Editor, you'll click on Create Audience, and you'll click on Lookalike Audience. And then from here on the source, that's when you would type in your fitness page. Mine's already on here. Okay, so I would put my fitness page. And then it's going to come up. You can do the country. You can add in Canada, I believe. I'm not sure if it's going to let me. Okay, so it's not going to let me. So we'll just do United States. And I already have one created. So I think what I might do is I'm going to do another one that's just for Canada. And then on the size, I always leave it at the smallest one because the smaller the size range, the more like similar your lookalike audience is going to be to who you already have. The larger you get, like if I went over here to 2.1 million, it's going to, yes, have a broader audience, but that's what it is. It's going to be too broad. It's going to be too generic. And I'm not going to find people who are like my followers. So, I mean, this is still a lot. That's still 210,000. And I believe on the United States one, it's like 1.9 million. That's a lot of people. And I'd rather keep it that way to where it's more targeted. So then all I would do is create audience. And you'll see it here. I've got my United States one that I created at 11, and then I just did my Canada one that I created at 11:23. So it'll take a little while. See how it says not ready yet for availability? It'll take about an hour or so for it to update your audience so that you can specifically target those people. But once you've done that, you can go over here back to manage ads, and what you'll do is you'll do create, actually, let me see if I can pull up, let's see if it's gonna, see, I don't want to do it in Power Editor, so I'm going to get out of Power Editor. Here we are. Okay, so back to the Ads Manager. So here I am on the Ads Manager, and I'm going to click where it says Create Ad. And from here, this is where you can click on Promote Your Page, and you can do your likes page promotion. Here's where you would go to boost your posts. And what's really cool about this one is it pulls up all of the posts that you have done. So I can go and I can, pick any of these that I've done. And whenever I, boost like a coach wanted kind of thing, I don't recreate a lot. I kind of keep it very simple, so I'm not constantly having to work to create new posts. And so I'm just going to scroll down until I find one that I have used quite a bit. Here it is, right here. So this is your sign one. Okay. And so then I would do set audience and budget. Okay, so from here, this is where it says custom audiences. This is where you're going to find your lookalikes. Okay, and obviously I'm not going to do it right now because it's not finished. You see how it says less than 20 people because it's not done updating. But once your audience is done updating, then you can click on one of these. Okay, so I'll just click on the United States one. And then see how it says it's very specific. That's what you want. You want your stuff to be very specific. And then from here, I always make sure it's clicked on women. I usually do from like ages of like 23 to about 45 because that's my target audience. Remember, you have to think about who you are as a person and who's going to relate to you. And then you can always put in, more interests and things like that. But since you have your target audience, your lookalike audience, you don't really need to do that. And then you can click on your daily budget. And, it just depends on how much you want to spend. You can run it continuously and be ongoing, or you can set your start and end date. I usually like to do a like Saturday through Monday. Because a lot of people are on Facebook over the weekends and through like Monday night. And then I would just, continue to do choose ad creative. And then it's going to show you kind of what the ad looks like and all that stuff. And then you can hit boost and it's done for you. And so that's kind of what I wanted to show you guys. And I hope that, that helps a little bit on what I've been doing and what I think could work for you. Like I said, I've shared a lot of videos from some other coaches on these things, but I think it's good to see it, kind of from my perspective, and you guys can see the things that I've changed as far as my marketing strategy goes. And for me, I know it's going to be, a building process, but I'm willing to set aside $150 a month out of my budget to create my likes page, because as you could see, in about, a little over a month, I've had almost 1,100 new likes. And so when I think about that in the long term, a year from now, I'm sitting at a little over 4,000 likes right now. I could get an additional 12,000 likes. And when you think about it that way, you know, you can see that your potential audience is going to grow by enormous amounts. And so that's when you're going to start to see the prospects start to come to you, and you're not having to work so hard at constantly inviting behind the scenes and pulling prospects out from who you want. Yes, you're going to have to continue to do that every single day once you're growing your business. But then when you get to the point where you've got enough followers and you've kind of built your brand on social media, then your life will get a little bit easier because prospects will start to come to you, and that's what you want. But you have to take the time, and you kind of, like they always say, you have to spend money to make money, and it is what it is. But if you can sacrifice that money for a year or two, you know, and for me, I can, because, you know, I can sacrifice putting in $150 a month into my savings out of what I make a month as a coach. And because I know it's going to, you know, build, and it's going to help me in the long run. So again, I hope that that helps. And sorry, the video was kind of long. But anyways, I just wanted to share it with you guys. And if you have any questions, you know, just let me know, and I'll be more than willing to help you guys out. All right. Bye, team.